Hey y'all, this is Cheryl and welcome back for another digital scrapbooking process video. Today I'm going to be scrapping a photo of my daughter, throwback to 2009, long time ago. And I'll be using a kit by Kristin Cronin-Barrow at Sweet Shop Designs, and the link for the kit will be in the description. So I'm starting out with a blank canvas. I'm in Photoshop Creative Cloud PSCC, and it's a 12 by 12 layout, and I am starting by layering 3 different frames at the top left corner of the photo, and then from there I really start building just on that top corner. So this particular photo was taken, I believe, right before she started 8th grade, and she had gotten, her new school clothes, and we went down to a couple of different locations and on the water and took some photos. And it was fun at that point in time because she was just beginning to really model for me. Like, she had always let me take photos of her, but this was the beginning of some little fun photo shoots that we would do. And looking back on them now, they're just absolutely priceless to me. She's definitely grown up. And y'all know that from seeing more recent photos of her. She's 20 now, and in this layout, she was 12. So I have added some paint in the background. You can see it there, and I do some masking, and you can kind of see that I'm covering some stuff up. So I do have to move things around. Kind of like if you were paper scrapping, but of course if you were paper scrapping, once you put your paint down, that's it. You have to go with that. So in this case, I would have had to have added, extra paint up at that corner if I had wanted that to show up more. So now I've added a couple of buttons, and I think I'm going to go in this point and start adding my paper, and I go with the solid, and then I decide to add in a floral pattern paper, and this is where I do the masking. So what I do here is I create a new layer, and I actually clip the paper to that layer, and that layer is where I'm going to do my brushing. So as I'm brushing here, you can see that paper start to appear, and over in the layers palette you can see that big black blob, and that is the mask. And of course it pulled my clipping mask away when I pulled that banner in for some reason, but that's why there was a big shot of black there. But that's a really easy way when you are masking a photo or a piece of paper. If you go ahead and clip it to your new layer where you're going to do your paint, you can really, see where you're going. So I do have that follow your dreams, but a little bit later I will take that out, and I put in 2 different word strips, but for right now it's holding its place. And I'm adding flowers, and of course Kristin's kits all have the most amazing flowers. Every kit that she has, I never have a problem scrapping with her collections. They just seem, everything goes well together. So I used almost every flower, I think with the exception of like 3. I think there were 3 flowers I didn't use. No, 4. There were 4. So you can tell there's a lot in this kit. I'm just layering some foliage underneath that corner, and then I'm adding a little bit of green because I wanted to pull out the green of the photo a little bit, so have a little pop in the upper left and then this little pop down in the bottom right, along with that banner. It has a little bit of green in it. And then pulling a little bit more yellow down to the bottom, I added that foliage. I'm just doing a little bit of adjustments. Here's where I replace that word art to follow your soul instead of follow your dreams. I don't know, I really liked that, so I wanted to make sure I popped that in. And I think I had one more piece of word. Yes. Be wild and free. And I took that down there. And then one last piece. I thought I might journal on this to put the date and her name and age, but I end up just using it as a little layering piece over on the left there. I wanted it to kind of mimic that gypsy that's over on the right, that little bride. So here you can see the finished layout. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and